everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my Paris vlog, what I did in Paris in a day and a half. And if you are here for the doll content, this is probably not the video for you because this is not going to be very much doll content at all. But I wanted to show you what we did. So the first thing we did was check into our hotel room, and this is the view from the hotel. It was the Renaissance Arc de Triomphe, and it was very close to the Arc de Triomphe. And I apologize for my pronunciations of everything. My French pronunciation is very bad, but the hotel was really nice and was a short walk to a lot of great tourist destinations. I did find one store that had some Playline dolls, and I got myself a Carole doll, and they're available in the US, but I thought it would be cool to at least buy one French doll in France. But this was the only doll store or place with the dolls that I came across on the trip. One of the things I wanted to do on this trip was get a new designer bag while I was in Paris, so let me show you what I got. It's bag reveal time. So I got a Ferragamo bag, and I know that it's probably sacrilegious to come to Paris and buy an Italian designer bag and not a French designer bag, but I want to tell you a little bit before I reveal the bag why I made this choice. So there are 6 luxury handbags that are named after Princess Diana, and I wanted to get one of them, and they're named after her because she was known to carry them and they were some of her favorite bags. Well, I narrowed it down to 2 of the bags. I either wanted a Lady Dior or I wanted the Ferragamo Diana clutch. And the reason I narrowed it down to those 2 is because they're both crossbody bags. If I'm going to spend that kind of money, or if my husband's going to spend that kind of money, because he actually purchased this for me, I want it to be practical. I'm not a bag collector, I'm a doll collector, so I'm happy to spend, you know, money on dolls that are going to go on a shelf, but for a bag, it's got to be practical for me because I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use it a lot. So I wanted a crossbody, and I went into Dior, looked at the Lady Dior's. They're very beautiful, really gorgeous bags. There were a couple things that led me to get the Diana clutch from Ferragamo instead, and that is that number one, it's like 2.5 times less expensive. The Lady Dior is it's 2.5 times more expensive than the Ferragamo bag. This bag was 1,700 euros, just so that you guys know, plus we'll get tax back on it when we leave the EU. And the other reason is because this one is actually a better crossbody. The Lady Dior is a little bit clunkier, and it's got a really thick crossbody strap. And when I think about what I wanted, this was just a little more elegant, and I felt like fit my style a little bit more. So anyway, let me go ahead and get it out. I just gotta tell you, the experience in Ferragamo was amazing. Oh, one of the things that I had been looking into, because I knew I kind of wanted to buy a designer bag while I was in Paris, is like what to wear, how to dress. I was really nervous about that actually, and I shouldn't be because, you know, I'm the customer, I'm going in to spend money, but just so you guys know, I went in wearing, this is an Eileen Fisher top and pants, and I like the brand because it is very sustainable, and it's like a smart, kind of casual, but can also be professional. And I wore my Rothy's, my new Rothy's shoes with the diamond toe. So that's what I was wearing, and I was carrying my Sport Sack Barbie bag that I carry everywhere. I mean, that is definitely not a designer bag, but it's a really functional, really practical bag, and so that's what I had. So anyway, I went in the store, and you know, there was an associate there named Layla, and she gave us a couple of minutes to walk around and then asked, you know, was there anything I wanted? And I asked specifically, do you have the Diana clutch? Because they didn't have any on display. And she was very nice. This is our tax-free paperwork to get our VAT tax back. She was super nice and just brought out a couple of clutches to show me. I told her, you know, I wanted something neutral. And so this is what I got, and here is the bag in its dust bag, Salvatore Ferragamo. I'm very excited about this, and again, like I said, I know it's kind of like I came here and bought an Italian designer, but this is a lot less expensive here in Europe than it is in the States. This bag in the States is $21.50, plus you're going to pay taxes, sales taxes on that, which in most places in the States now, where I live, is around 10%. So here she is. And I got it in beige. I just love this color so much. She showed me a darker brown crocodile one. I'm not a huge fan of crocodile, and I thought this would be more neutral. but it's like perfect. And this is what I mean by the practicality of it. This bag is a lot more practical for me. It's kind of the shape I like. It is the classic Diana clutch. So this is Diana had this bag in 20 colors, okay? Can you tell I'm a huge fangirl? I love that it has the gold chain. I think that's so classy. So I can wear it as a crossbody. I've been wearing a lot of gold jewelry lately, so I think it looks great with my gold jewelry. This color is gonna go with pretty much everything I own, and the nice thing about this color is it's really transitional. I can wear it any season. It's gonna look great any season. And inside, just to show you guys the inside, here's how she looks. So you've got made for Ferragamo's Creations in Italy, and it's got like a suede leather interior and an inside pocket. And it's big enough for my wallet. She let me test my wallet out in it because I have a wallet from Strathbury that I really like, and I wanted to make sure that whatever bag I got was going to fit. That was another thing about the Lady Dior, is that the small size Lady Dior, which is the size that I really liked and looked at, my wallet, it was really iffy whether it was going to fit in there or not. I didn't actually try it. I just kind of held my wallet up to one of them and was like, I don't think this is going to fit without like making the bag bulge out. But it fit perfectly in here. Plus it's got room for all my other essentials like Prairie and my phone, keys, etc., chapstick. So I just love this bag. I think it's great. It's actually the perfect length for me too, because I'm super short. I'm 5 feet tall, and so it hits right at the hip like I like. I'm just really thrilled with the overall experience. And what was really cool is, you know, I don't know that she expected me to buy a bag right away. Like, it was kind of funny. I was like, yeah, you know, I want to get this one. And she said, well, let's have a glass of champagne to celebrate. I was like, okay, that's cool. And so they took us back, or she took us back to a little sitting area, brought out 2 glasses of champagne. That was great. She took my passport to fill out the tax-free paperwork and brought the bag back wrapped up. And then she also gave me some fragrance samples. She said for me to try to see if I like them. So that's really nice as well that I got these fragrance samples. I'll probably give a couple of them to my mom because my mom wears a lot of fragrance. I can't wear a lot of fragrances because they give me headaches. Like, it depends on the fragrance, but I'll try and see, because I can always try, and some fragrances don't actually give me a headache. So if I like it, then yeah, I might get more. But it was just a really cool experience for me. And again, like, I had narrowed it down to the 2 bags. I also really thought long and hard about going to Hermes and just seeing. The Birkin bag is just, they don't offer, you can't like buy one of those outright. The Birkin bag is totally not practical for me at all, because you can only like carry it in the crook of your arm or with your hand. But I do really like their Constance bag. It cost a lot more money though, and I kind of thought, I don't really want to play this game of, are you going to offer me a bag? Are you not going to offer me a bag? What do I have to do to get offered a bag to buy? And then I really, just being, you know, a Diana stan, I thought it'll just be really cool to have this bag that she loves so much and that I really like, and it's very practical for me. It's big. It's going to hold the stuff I need. It's big without being too big, because I don't like huge bags. Like, there's a Gucci bag named after her, but it's enormous. Totally not my style. So anyway, I love this. It was a really exciting experience, and it was a fun part of my trip, and it's just nice to have her in my not in my collection. I'm going to use this. This is going to be like a daily driver for me now. She's going to replace my sports sack bag. So anyway, guys, yeah, so there's my bag. After shopping, we came to have some lunch. This is iced tea made in the house. It's very sweet. I got my bag down here. Purse is kind of stuffed in the table. And here we are. Husband is taking selfies. I got a breaded chicken, and one of the options for the side was rice, but I decided to go with the truffle pasta because why not? So lots of beige and brown colors. After all of that shopping, we came back to the room and rested for a while, and then I wanted to see the Eiffel Tower at night, so we walked out to the Eiffel Tower, which was not a terrible walk from our room. When you're kind of tired, it's not great, but it wasn't too bad. And we walked through at sunset. It was really gorgeous. And when we got to the tower, we realized that there were still tickets available to go to the top, but we hadn't eaten since lunch, so we got some crepes so that we wouldn't get too lightheaded up on top. Haha, that's what we thought. And what ensued was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life. We actually had tickets to go to the summit, but after going up to the middle of the tower, the second floor it's called, I could not go to the top. There was no way I was getting up on that elevator and going up all the way to the top. So anyway, enjoy this footage from the elevator and from the second floor. And I just couldn't go to the summit. I am terrified of heights, and when I got up there, I was feeling too sick. It was too windy. I needed to come back and be close to the ground. So after we got back down to the ground, we hung out for a little bit so we could see the tower sparkling. It only sparkles at the top of the hour for 5 minutes, so we had to wait about 10 minutes for it to start sparkling, but it's super gorgeous, a really cool experience, and after that, we came back to the hotel and called it a night. Thanks, guys, so much for coming along on my Paris day with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a very short trip, but very worthwhile, and I'd love to come back to the city when I have more time in the future. So see you in the next video.